Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's update is unlike anything we've seen before in the Dinar community. This is not speculation, rumor, or just talk. This is real, verified news that has just come out of Iraq. We're talking about a historic moment for the Iraqi dinar, and if you hold this currency, this is something you absolutely need to hear. The Central Bank of Iraq has officially confirmed a new contract rate system that is now live, and this could change everything for dinar holders worldwide. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what this announcement means, how it connects to the long-awaited revaluation, and why global financial institutions like US banks and international clearing banks are now fully prepared for the next step. This is a monumental update, so grab your coffee, sit tight, and stay with me until the very end because you don't want to miss a single detail. The news coming from Baghdad confirms that the Central Bank of Iraq has activated a contract exchange rate framework. This is not a minor adjustment or an internal memo, it's an operational system now in effect. The introduction of this framework shows that Iraq is taking very concrete steps toward a broader currency revaluation. Essentially, the central bank has implemented a dual rate system. That means there is still the publicly available rate that everyone sees in the market, but now there is also a contract rate. This contract rate is used for official financial agreements, oil deals, and international projects. The significance is huge because it's not just a number on paper, it's a live, functioning mechanism that signals Iraq is aligning its currency with global financial standards. This move is one of the clearest indications that the country is preparing for a serious and carefully managed transition. So, what exactly does a contract rate mean for the Iraqi dinar? In simple terms, a contract rate is a pre-agreed value used for specific transactions. It is not yet available for everyday exchange by the public, but it represents the internal valuation of the dinar in government and international contracts. Think of it as a preview of what the official public exchange rate might eventually look like. For example, when Iraq settles an oil agreement with a foreign partner, they may use this contract rate to determine the value of the transaction in dinars instead of US dollars. This allows Iraq to slowly integrate its currency into major international deals while testing its strength in real-world transactions. This system ensures that when the revaluation occurs publicly, the infrastructure and banking channels are already in place. The contract rate system has already been used in multiple major agreements, including energy and reconstruction projects tied to Iraq's growing infrastructure initiatives. Reports indicate that some of these transactions are connected to new oil export terminals in Basra, which is a major economic hub. By applying the contract rate to these deals, Iraq is demonstrating that it has the internal control and operational readiness to manage a higher valued currency. This isn't a hypothetical scenario anymore, it's a functioning system in action. The implementation of such a framework is a strong indicator that Iraq is preparing for a step-by-step public exchange rate adjustment, moving the dinar closer to parity with regional currencies and potentially aligning it with global trading standards. One of the most interesting aspects of this announcement is the involvement of international clearing banks in reviewing these contracts. Major financial institutions have reportedly been actively monitoring these transactions, ensuring that global payment systems are prepared for the new contract rate. This is a critical step because it guarantees that once the public revaluation occurs, the infrastructure to support international settlements and banking compliance is already in place. In other words, Iraq is not moving in isolation. They are coordinating with global banks to ensure smooth integration and full recognition of the dinar on an international scale. This level of preparation is historic for the currency. Another piece of the puzzle is the recent release of smaller denomination notes, including the new 50 dinar bill. At first glance, this may have seemed like a minor update, but in the context of the contract rate, it makes perfect sense. Smaller denominations are essential when a currency is set to revalue, because higher value notes could disrupt everyday transactions. By releasing these smaller notes now, the central bank is laying the groundwork for a smooth transition. When the dinar's value rises, people will need accessible denominations for daily use, just as larger bills are needed for larger scale transactions. This careful planning shows that Iraq is preparing for both macroeconomic stability and practical circulation needs simultaneously. For dinar holders, understanding the contract rate is crucial. While it is not yet available for public exchange, it serves as a forecast of the revaluation process. The new system allows the central bank to test internal valuation mechanisms before rolling them out widely. This is similar to a trial run to ensure that both domestic and international financial operations are seamless. For anyone holding Iraqi dinars, this is a strong indicator that their patience may soon be rewarded. While the public rate has remained steady, the contract rate provides an internal signal that a higher valuation is already in motion, and the framework is now verified and live. Global banking networks have also started reacting quietly to this development. Tier 1 banks in the United States have reportedly begun updating their internal systems to accommodate contract rate verification. Banks such as Chase, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo are setting up the infrastructure to manage potential foreign currency adjustments. While these updates do not mean the public can exchange at the higher rate yet, they indicate that the major financial players are preparing for an imminent transition. These steps are a crucial part of the broader financial ecosystem aligning for the Iraqi dinar's potential revaluation. The partnership between Iraq's central bank and global financial institutions goes beyond just contract rates. It includes anti-money laundering measures, digital transaction tracking, and compliance with international banking standards. These measures ensure that Iraq's currency system is not only strong internally, but also trusted by global trading partners. This digital and regulatory framework is essential for international confidence in the dinar, and it shows that Iraq is serious about a gradual and secure integration into the global financial system. These foundational changes lay the groundwork for a fully recognized and widely accepted currency. Looking at Iraq's economic context, the timing of this contract rate release is strategic. Iraq has stabilized its oil production, strengthened foreign reserves, and implemented measures to reduce corruption in the banking sector. These steps create the ideal conditions for currency reform. By establishing the contract rate system now, Iraq is signaling that it is confident in its ability to manage a stronger, internationally aligned currency. These reforms, combined with careful preparation, suggest that the central bank is fully ready to move forward with a broader public revaluation when the time is right. The introduction of the contract rate is also connected to Iraq's larger economic sovereignty goals. By using this internal valuation system for key contracts, Iraq reduces reliance on foreign currencies and strengthens the national currency's role in major transactions. This is not just about domestic economics, it's about positioning Iraq as a reliable and stable participant in the global financial system. A revalued dinar would allow Iraq to engage in international trade with a currency that reflects its economic stability, boosting confidence among investors and trading partners worldwide. For dinar holders, the most important takeaway is to remain patient and informed. While the contract rate is live and verified, it does not mean immediate public exchanges are available. This is the final preparatory stage, where systems are being tested and agreements are being verified with major international banks. The public rollout will come in a controlled manner, with official announcements and verified exchange mechanisms in place. This careful approach minimizes risk and ensures that the revaluation, when it happens, is sustainable and secure. The potential impact on holders cannot be overstated. A contract rate significantly higher than the current market rate signals that the revaluation could bring a substantial increase in value. This is why protecting your currency, storing it properly, and avoiding unverified online exchanges is crucial. The official exchange will be traceable, verified, and conducted through reputable channels. Patience is key because any premature action could jeopardize the benefits that a carefully managed revaluation will deliver. The dual rate system also reflects a global standard that has been applied in other countries during currency reform. By running parallel rates, the public rate and the contract rate, Iraq can gradually adjust internal and external financial operations without causing disruptions. This system allows for smoother integration with international contracts, banking operations, and trade settlements. It is a strategic and cautious approach that prioritizes stability while signaling readiness for a broader revaluation in the near future. Smaller denomination notes, such as the 50 dinar bill, are more than just practical. They are a strategic element of the revaluation framework. They allow everyday transactions to continue smoothly as the currency's value rises. By issuing these smaller notes ahead of a potential public revaluation, Iraq ensures that citizens and businesses can adapt to the change without disruption. This is part of the broader strategy of phased implementation, showing that the central bank is meticulous in planning every aspect of the currency's transition. The role of international banks is crucial in this process. These institutions provide oversight, verification, and operational support for the new contract rate framework. Their involvement shows that the system is being taken seriously on a global scale. For Iraq, this partnership validates the strength and credibility of the dinar in international markets. It also ensures that once the public revaluation occurs, the currency will be fully operational, trusted, and integrated into global trade systems. The current setup phase is essentially a final dress, rehearsal, for the public revaluation. All systems, contracts, and banking protocols are being tested and verified. Once this phase is complete, the public exchange will be ready to launch in a secure and organized manner. For holders, this means the countdown to a verified, legitimate revaluation has begun. Patience and vigilance are more important than ever, as this is the critical period where every piece of the infrastructure must be confirmed and operational. It's also important to highlight that Iraq's economic stability and the new contract rate framework are part of a broader strategy to position the country for long-term financial independence. By implementing these measures now, Iraq ensures that its currency is not only strengthened for immediate transactions, but also resilient for future economic challenges. The move signals confidence and control, and it demonstrates that the central bank is acting decisively to manage the currency's future. In conclusion, the launch of the Iraqi Dinar contract rate is a historic moment. This verified system is a clear signal that Iraq is moving toward a broader, fully recognized currency revaluation. The combination of smaller denomination notes, digital tracking, international banking partnerships, and careful internal planning shows that this is a serious and well-coordinated effort. Dinar holders should stay calm, stay informed, and remain patient. The stage is set, the systems are in place, and the world is watching as Iraq positions its currency for a new era of recognition and value. Thank you for staying tuned to this historic update. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to receive notifications for every future development. I will continue to track every step from the Central Bank of Iraq, global financial institutions, and major international banks to ensure you have accurate, verified information. Today's announcement is proof that the revaluation is no longer speculation, it is actively unfolding. Stay positive, stay alert, and be ready, because this is the moment dinar holders have been waiting for, and the future of Iraq's currency is entering a new chapter.